Hey, what's up? It's Zen. Today I want to show you guys how I kind of get these curls with the Dyson Airwrap. You can see I'm not like necessarily going for that full curl look, but it's kind of wavy. It kind of looks like a little blown out. And let me try to like show it from this side too, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this is the Dyson Airwrap I have. It's not the one that senses all the temperatures and all the new stuff. It does have the longer barrel, the one where you can kind of like twist from one side to the other. I want to show you guys how I do it because I've had this for a couple of years now. And I realized you don't have to do it in the super perfect way that everybody else is doing it. And I feel like because of how expensive it is, you probably want to get your use out of it. I want to show you guys how to get this hair. So this hair is about a day out from when I did it initially. You can see it's not necessarily perfect, but it's kind of loose, it's kind of wavy, and you can tell that it's done. And I kind of like that look. I don't want things to be kind of overdone. And to be honest, it really didn't take much effort. When I first got into the Airwrap, I kind of did it in the way that a lot of people show you how to do it online. I think curls maybe sometimes last longer that way. So the general way to kind of wrap your hair with the Dyson Airwrap is you section your hair either in 2 or 3 sections, and then section by section you take about ½ an inch to an inch, and then you'll wrap your hair around it. Make sure your hair is still a little damp, mostly dry, and then you would turn it on, and then you would kind of wrap your hair around it. However you do that, you would hold it at the highest setting for about 10 seconds, and then you would do a cool shot for another like 5 to 10 seconds, and then you let it go. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that way. It's just it takes a little bit more effort and it takes a little bit longer. I have very long, thick hair, and I think this way kind of works better for me because 1, it's easier, 2, it's quicker, and the results seem to last just as long as when I do it the regular way. I'm not saying you'll get the best results. I still flip-flop between multiple ways of using my Dyson Airwrap, but I figured I would just share for anybody who is kind of interested in it. I usually do this when my hair is about 80 to 90% dry, and I just clip away any hairs that I think might get in my face. And I don't section my hair like top and bottom half or anything like that. I kind of just go straight through. I put all my hair to the front, split it in 2 sections, and then I take about a 1-inch piece of hair, and then I'll just start curling it on the highest setting. Showing you guys again the highest setting, so high fan, high heat. My hair was about 90% dry before this, so it wasn't super damp, and it looks even dry, to be honest. You can see I'm only doing really the ends of my hair. I don't go all the way to the roots, and I do this for about 10 seconds, and then I'll just let go. No cool shot, just completely let go, and then I'm sliding the Airwrap down as I go. So let me show you guys again. I'm taking about a 1-inch section. I'm curling it, but really only towards the bottom. And I'm not going up to my roots, just whatever kind of wraps around the blonde because I have longer hair, and I'm holding it for about 10 seconds, maybe even less because I'm not counting like Mississippi's. Just again, just sliding it off, and then it slides off pretty easily when you're using this bigger wand. And I do that throughout my whole head. I go from back to forwards because then every hair that I finish, I just throw it to the back and I'm not worried about it. When I get to the front, I take it a little bit slower because I don't want the hair to go all the way to my roots because I realize I don't like that look. So I only curl the really ends of it, especially if you have bangs or something. And then I let go. I do it for way less than 10 seconds. So that completes half of my hair already. That took probably like 2 or 3 minutes. So you can see it's kind of piecey looking. It's not perfect. There's like, especially some pieces of hair that's not perfect, but the ends are curled, and that's what kind of gives it that finished kind of done look. Then I throw all that half of the hair to the back, and then I get started on the other side. And then I do the same thing, except because this is my non-dominant hand, I do it a little bit tiny differently, which I have to switch hands, and I'll show you guys how I do that. So I do the same thing. I make sure the ends are curled. It goes up, but I'm only doing like maybe the bottom half or 1/3 of my hair. And then I kind of leave it on for 10 seconds or so. It's okay if it gets a little messy, but then you see I kind of switched hands, and then I let go vertically. So switching the hands allows me to do that. So again, I'm using my dominant hand to curl it, and then I will switch to my non-dominant hand to hold the Airwrap in place. That way I can let go of it vertically. And when I let go, I go straight down just like I did for the other side as well. And then I'll go straight down after the 10 seconds and just like that. And then I throw everything to the back. I feel like there's not really anything necessarily special that I'm doing to the hair. It's just because I'm not sectioning it from top to bottom and I'm only doing it kind of from front to back. It just saves me a lot of time because I'm just doing way less sections in general. Then when I get to the front, like I said, I'm just a little bit more careful, and then I don't go as high when I get to my very front piece. Sometimes the front, I just like curl it around a little bit instead of doing its own individual strand, but you can see I'm really only doing the edges. Even if it gets a little messy, I don't even mess with sometimes the very front pieces because they're so short. I don't even care about curling them per se, as long as they blend in with the rest of the hair. And yeah, that's basically it. At this point, I'm finished. This is kind of what the hair looks like straight away. I think I really like this look, and you can see the front pieces still look like they're for the most part curled, and everything looks done. And here I'll show you guys the back as well. So I don't brush out my hair, and it's because I do my hair at nighttime, and you can see it looks kind of piecey in the back, and I don't necessarily like the middle back section. One caveat I do want to talk about is that my hair isn't completely dry at this point, but you can see even if I brush this area out, I think it would look a little bit better right away, but I'll show you guys kind of how it falls within an hour or two. And also want to show you how it looks after I sleep. You'll see what it looks like the day after. So this is just maybe 1 or 2 hours after I did it. I switch into pajamas and I'll go to sleep without a bun, without anything. I just kind of lay with my hair like this. Sometimes like, oh, maybe I'll put it on top of the pillow. But you can see already after like an hour or two, it's already really kind of fallen out and kind of looks the way that I'm used to it looking. But this is the reason why I don't brush it out right away, because it kind of falls a lot on its own even within the first hour or two. So I'm going to go to sleep and I'll show you guys what it looks like the day after. I completely forgot to get a back shot of this, but this is basically what it looks like the morning after a full night of sleep. That's why I included those shots in the beginning of the video, but you guys see it's a lot more fluffy. I always do my hair this way, so I've gotten a chance to have a lot of photos taken with my hair, and I never have to get it professionally done, even if I'm going to events and stuff. So it's really convenient for me to do, and I've been doing this for the most part for a really long time now. Just disclaimers, first of all, my hair has always been pretty good with keeping a curl. The second thing is my hair is dyed, so in the grand scheme of things, it is a little bit drier compared to like my natural hair, and I don't know if that also keeps the curl better, because 3, in this video, I did not use any hair products other than just conditioner when I was in the shower, and then I washed that off. But I didn't use any heat protectants for the specific videos, because let's be honest, sometimes we get lazy and sometimes we forget. I hope that was at least somewhat helpful, and then you could make a little bit more use of your Dyson hair tool in case it was a little bit cumbersome for you to use. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!